This is a video about how to repair a hole in your gas tank. As everybody knows, in the last few years, there's been a steady increase in thieves taking a battery-powered drill instead of siphoning the gas out of your car. They just bore a hole in the tank and let it run out into their can, and that's it. So you have to get you a new gas tank because you can't get one out of a junkyard. I understand it. Hard to find a used gas tank or a catalytic converter, either one. So we'll just show you how to do that. Cody boy. Sheepdog. Hey buddy. What do you think about that? You fine fella? Cody dog. Here's a hole somebody bored in this fuel tank. And seemed like a hard way to make a living here. Boring holes in fuel tanks, getting the gas out and selling it to somebody. But everybody got their own bag, I guess. But of course they making these gas tanks now where it's very hard to get a full-size siphon hose into them and siphon out the gas. You can buy these little siphon things that with a real small hose on them that you can get down in there pretty easy. But it takes a long time to siphon it out. So they can just bore a hole right through there in the bottom of the tank and put a can under there and catch all they want. If they don't got 5-gallon can or a 1 gallon bucket or whatever they got, they'll just they want to get them enough gas to get home on. They just grab that out, run off, and let the rest of it go run out on the ground. So that's a real bad situation for everybody. So they tell me at these junkyards, for some reason they have to knock a hole in the gas tank first thing when they get a junk car in there. And so it's hard to find a used gas tank and a new one, and getting one took off and put a new one on, it probably cost you several $100s. So the best way to do is just repair that hole in your gas tank. And very simple way to do it. And I might add, very common sense idea. I do say so myself. Or I do think I have common sense. And I thought this up, and it works real good. These things are great to for hanging pictures or anything on walls. Just just push that thing right through the wall and then uh, screw it right on in. You could also do that with if you could find one probably bigger than that. You could also use that to stop up a hole in a gas tank temporarily anyway. And a screw such as this would, if you find one big enough for the hole, would fit good. It'd be a very good metal screw to be sure you get a metal screw. Unless it's a plastic tank, you might want to get a plastic screw. And make sure it's gas proof. So basically, this is all you need to stop up a hole in your gas tank. And it's just illustrating with uh, these things that you will use these types of things. But of course they're you would need more than likely something about this size here in the screw, but not near as long. I mean, just a very short one, probably even shorter than this. And you basically all you do is just put what you want to first do, put a washer on there, and you can either put a flat washer on to start with, or a lock washer. And a lock washer, as most of you know, is a round washer like this, and it's cut in two, and one side sticks up a little above the other side. And it's kind of like a steel spring. So when you tighten down your screw, it mashes the washer all the way down to keep the thing from vibrating loose. So the way I've done several of them is the same way, and I'll put a flat washer on there, and then a lock washer on, or probably better just put the aqua washer on first, then the flat washer, then the rubber washer. If you don't have a rubber washer that fits good and tight around the screw, you could just make you one out of some thick piece of rubber, like the inner tube, and then you just screw it up, get it snug tight, but don't just keep twisting on it. When it gets tight, just let go of it, and it will be in position. And then, to ensure so that the rubber washer needs to be as near to this size here, the size of the screw as you could get, and that will keep the fuel from leaking out of your tank. So you get this all screwed in there, and you can't keep on screwing, or it'll just with that thin metal, it would just all of a sudden it just quit. It'll just keep turning easy. You don't want that. So as you do that, now you can just get some of that tank oil, made by J&B, and just fill the hole up with that. But I don't recommend it. It'll hold for quite a while, but eventually it'll jar loose. But if you put the screw in here like I've described, and then get some of that tank oil and put all around, all covered up real good, all over, all around it, and leave it there for 24 hours, and you'll be ready to go. And that's about all I can tell you. Yes, tank oil, that's a great product. Anything by JB is great. And of course you could do this just laying on your back underneath your car or truck, and never having to remove the tank. And as we know, to replace a tank costs you hundreds of dollars. If you have a professional do it, of course. That's why I'm so crazy about this do-it-yourself, because it's so much cheaper, and in the long run it's just as good or better, in my opinion.